Well, thank you all for joining this Wealth Generators Independent Affiliate presentation. I want to thank you for taking time to listen to this fantastic opportunity. And I would suggest after the presentation, please pick up your phone, call the person that invited you to listen to this, get your questions answered, and get started as fast as you possibly can. Now, the question we ask people is this: do you work for your money, or does your money work for you? Think about that. Do you work for money? Most people either have a job or a career. Some of them have a business, and these people are out working for their money every day. The problem is when they stop working or when they close the key to their door of their shop, the money stops. And a lot of people are probably 3 months away from broke. If your current income stream wasn't coming into you, if your employer stopped paying you for the next 3 months, if your shop or business got into difficulty and wasn't producing any money for the next 3 months, most people would be in a very, very difficult financial situation. So there is a small group of people, maybe 5% of people, 5 out of 100, that have their money working for them. And what this opportunity is about, it's about showing people, giving them some financial education, some tools and tips and hints how to get your money to work for you, just in case, just as a plan B in the event that maybe you lose your job or maybe the company downsize. I've noticed quite recently that more and more people's jobs are under threat, where technology is taking over. Last week when I went to the airport, I went through the security depot without even speaking to anyone. I was able to scan my boarding card. I was able to check in online. I was able to get my passport scanned and print a boarding card. I was able to walk onto that plane essentially without even speaking to anyone. And think about all the jobs that are done away with due to technology. And this is happening nearly in every avenue of life. We're getting replaced with technology. We're getting replaced with robots. Guys, it's time to start thinking outside the box. How can we be smart? How can we get our money working for us? Now, you probably agree with me that many of the wealthy class, they would have an interest in some kind of a business or investment of one sort or another. We often hear of the business owners, involved in property or hedge funds, stocks and shares. These type of things are gold and silver, precious metals. But the average people don't get an opportunity even to get into these industries. Today, it's very hard to get credit. It's very hard to get a big down payment or a deposit for a property. So most people can't even access these type of investments. But we've got something for you today. We've got a project for you today that you will be able to start, that you will be able to afford. And in fact, it gives better profit than many of these things on the screen you're looking at right now. It's very, very exciting. I can tell you that most investors are quite satisfied with a return of anywhere between 4 and 10% profit on a yearly basis. If you're in business, let's call it in the property or real estate business, if your property is doubling every 10 years, if you're making 10% profit on your property in a year, you are very, very, very excited. If you're involved in gold and silver and precious metals, if your gold goes up in value by 10% a year, you are excited. That is considered very good return. That's considered a very good investment. 4 to 10% a year is a great return. Let me introduce you to the biggest business in the world. And guys, the biggest business in the world, it's the money business. We call it money. It's not really money. It's currency. And currency is something we use to trade. It's something we use to buy products. It's a necessity today. If someone from the United Kingdom went to the United States, they could not spend their pound sterling to buy themselves a cup of coffee. Likewise, if someone from the United States goes to the mainland Europe and they want to get something to eat, the shops will not accept the American dollar. You must exchange it or change the currency into the currency of that area, which of course would be euro. So this is what's called the money business. When you go to sleep tonight, there's a new market wakening up. The money keeps moving and there's serious, serious profit to be earned for everyone. Now, most of us, if we ever attend a bank, we walk in, we can see this kind of screen on one of the walls in the bank. We normally only consider it if we were going on holidays or if we were traveling to another country, that we need to exchange our currency into the currency of the country we're going to. That's generally the only time we'll have a look at this board. But you will be familiar at the airports. You will see these bureau de change kiosks where you can change your currency. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest business in the world. It's called Forex. It's an abbreviation for foreign exchange, and it's doing 5.4 trillion a day. There's not another business in this planet that is bigger than this. Let's take a look at some businesses that you're familiar with. We're all familiar with the car industry. The car industry is producing 16.7 trillion a year. The oil industry is doing 5.3 trillion a year. The travel and tourism industry is doing about 7.6 trillion a year. Guys, the money business, the Forex business, is doing 5.4 trillion a day. So these businesses are doing it in a year. This business we're going to look at is doing it on a daily basis. This is the biggest business in the world, and you can be part of it today. Now, I want you to think of some of the top investors you can think of, some of the very, very famous and wealthy individuals that we all know. These gentlemen have their money working for them, whether it's business, whether it's stocks and options and shares, whether it's Forex. These guys have their money working for them. The question is, do you? Or why not you? Why don't you get your money working for you? And that's what we're about to show you. This gentleman in the middle, his name is George Soros. Please, if you want to write that down and Google him after the presentation, you will find that this gentleman made $1 billion in a single day in this Forex business. He made $1 billion in a single day. And if someone were to offer you, let's say, $1 million in 10 years, don't be alarmed. When people can make $1 billion in a day, earning $1 million in 10 years is absolutely nothing. Now, this wasn't available to any of us, say, 5-10 years ago, because the technology wasn't around and the internet was much, much slower back then. So due to advancements in both technology and internet speed, there is an opportunity for everybody on the planet to start enjoying the benefits of this massive industry. If you've got a smartphone or a tablet or a computer, a PC, you can now enjoy the benefits. You can make money even when you're sleeping. That's right. Here's my question. How much money did you make last night when you slept? How much money will you make tomorrow night when you sleep? You see, you can make money when you're sleeping, when you're working, when you're traveling, when you're on holidays, when you're doing your other business. You can make money 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week with the program we're about to show you. And simply by introducing you to a subscription-based application, it's not possible to make money right on your phone. You know, I say to people, have you got a smartphone? And they go, yeah, I've got a Samsung or I have an iPhone. Okay, how much did it make you last night? And they go, well, it didn't make me anything. Okay, well, it's not that smart then. My smartphone, I've got an application and it makes me money when I'm sleeping. And they say, well, how do I get that? Guys, this is what we're about to show you. We're about to show you how to make money even when you sleep. So let me introduce you to our company. Our company is called Wealth Generators. These guys have a Dun & Bradstreet rating. They've also got a Better Business Bureau rating, which is an A rating. The four owners are Mr. Ryan Smith, Mr. Chad Miller, Annette Rayner, and Mario Romano. These are experts in what they do. They've been in business for many, many years. Their combined business experience and their skills is phenomenal. They established this company back in February 2013, and they are having amazing success with the products I'm about to show you. Now, what is Wealth Generators? It's a concept that's designed to help possibly you and certainly 95% of people who look at this presentation. This can help 95% of people. The 5% it can't help are already doing this. It's incredible. You will agree that most people are out working for their money. 5% of people, they don't have to work. Why? Because the money comes in whether they go to work or not. What Wealth Generators have done is they put together a basket or a suite of products that can help you not only find money that you didn't know you had, they can help you grow the little bit money that you might have, and most certainly the most important part at the end is they're going to show you how to keep more of your money. Absolutely. They will show you how to be tax efficient, how to keep more money in your house when you make lots of money. There's no point making lots of money and giving it all away to the taxman or to the government. Certainly pay what's due, but there are very, very honest ways of keeping more of your hard-earned money. And that's available, particularly with our deductor product, which is fantastic. Now, before we move on, it's important to look at what have these guys done in the past. You know, I would rather back a company that's had past performance rather than a brand new company that's only starting. It's the same if you were to go into hospital and let's imagine you needed heart surgery and the nurse introduced you to the new doctor, and the new doctor is just 18 years old, he's just out of college, and he's going to perform his very first surgery on you. Well, how do you feel? You know, you're going, well, okay, is this his first time? You would rather the expert. You would rather the guy that's done 200 of these operations. You would rather the experienced performer. And that's what we do in life. If there's something wrong with your car, you take it to the car mechanic. If there's something wrong with your teeth, you go to the dentist. Guys, we're talking about money. Let's bring it to the money people who know what they're doing. Now, the past performance of this company is not indicative of future results. So we don't have a crystal ball. We can't predict the future, but we certainly can have a look at the track record. We can see what these guys have done in the past, and based on that, we can come to a very good decision. Let me talk to you about a couple of their products. They have many, but I'm going to feature just one or two on this particular presentation. The first one I'd like to introduce you to is the FX Accelerator. FX standing for Forex, the Forex Accelerator. This project at this time of recording has a 9-month history. Let's take a look. Back in May 2016, in the very first month of its performance, it did minus 1.4%. Minus 1.4. Now, the reason might be that it wasn't a full month's trading. Maybe there was costs or charges establishing the account. But certainly, this company is very transparent. They will tell you exactly like it is. They won't hide this figure and say, let's talk about June. No, they will tell you about every trade, every performance, so you know exactly what you're getting involved with. Now, in June 2016, the performance was 5.9% for the month. Ladies and gentlemen, on an earlier slide, I told you that any business owner is very happy with 4 to 10% a year. Here's a product that did 5.9% in a single month. Guys, this is exceptional. In July, it did 5.1%. In August, it did 0.7%. Now, one guy said to me, well, that's not a very good return, 0.7% profit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take your phone and type in 0.7% for the month and multiply it by 12, if you got that every month, you would end up with 8.4% for the year. Now, 8.4% is as good as property or real estate. It's as good as gold. It's fantastic. It's just that it's dwarfed with these exceptional other months. In September, this product achieved 7.6% profit. October was 7.3% profit. November was 7.7%. December 2016, I'm told it's not a great month for trading. There's not a lot of liquidity in the marketplace. It's a big holiday season. And for that reason, they only got 3.9% profit, which is very, very good, mind you. In January 2017, this product achieved 6.3%. The average over these 9 months, you add up all these numbers, divide it by 9, and it means you would get 4.8% on average profit every single month. In other words, even though your account was minus 1.4 the first month, it wasn't. It ended up 4.8 because that's the average. This 5.9 would have been 4.8. The 0.7 would be 4.8. So when you add up all the months and divide by 9, every single month averaged 4.8%. Guys, that is exceptional results. And we have many, many customers who love this particular product. Let me introduce you to another product. This product is called the FX Multiplier. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what it does. It multiplies your money. Let me tell you, in 3 years of trading history, this product has never lost money any day in its life. Every single day of its performance, your account grows. What that means is when you get up tomorrow morning, you can open your account, and guess what? There's more profit in your account. The next day, more profit. The next day, more profit. It doesn't have losing days. It doesn't have bad days. There's no emotion attached to this particular product. This is an account that we can show you. It was established on the 21st of April. It was a small $10,000 account. You can see by the end of January, it already had 3,000 profit. The total account now was at 13,000 in 9 months. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 32% in 9 months. I told you earlier, if you owned a property in your town and you had rented it out, whether it's a hotel or a restaurant or any property, and you got 10% a year, you would be so pleased. Guys, this has done 32% in 9 months, probably on target for somewhere in the area of 40% in a year. Guys, that's exceptional. That's exceptional. And I can tell you that your technology on your phone is changing every 18 months. You're upgrading it. The camera gets faster. The processor gets faster. And that's why you always get upgrades on your phones and your cell phones. And the same with this technology as well. The company have been operating in the background some tests on new technology alongside this product, and the results have been spectacular. And after 5 months, they have been able to release it. It's now available to everybody in the international markets. Let me introduce you to the FX Multiplier 2.0. It is now available for all customers who subscribe in the international markets. I said for the first test period of 5 months, the company got a return of 42.9%. That worked out at 8.5% on average each month. Ladies and gentlemen, this is spectacular. Now, I say it again, past performance is not indicative of future results. But let me tell you that it takes a little bit of time to get these profits. You're not going to make money overnight. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time for your investment to mature. It's incredible. Now, there are some account fees with this particular product. As the account grows and grows and grows, then the fee grows in line with it. But I can tell you, it's somewhere between 1% of the account to even here, it's less than 0.5% service charge for a large account, a large $1 million account. It's absolutely negligible to operate these type of accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the first or second time you've seen this presentation, but let's suggest that we had this conversation back in 2013. If we had this conversation just 3 years ago, and you had have trusted this company with $10,000 of your money, I can tell you that $10,000 account in 3 years would have been worth $89,000. That's right. In 3 years, your 10,000 would have gone to 20,000. It would have moved on to 40,000. The 10,000 would have progressed to 80,000 in 3 years. If you have a look at the graph, you must understand that there are good days and bad days. There are good weeks and bad weeks. There are good months and bad months. The bottom line is, what is the end result? What are you aiming for? If you want to turn 10,000 into 89,000, you've got to go with the flow. This account was exceptional, and towards the end of its first year's trading, it had 4.5 months that weren't so good. But it immediately went accelerated right up for the next few months, and then it had a 2-month bad period. It moved along nicely then for about 1.5 years. Then it had another 2-month window. Then it went again and had another 1.5 month poor trades. But you can see that the account will go up and down, upwards. That's the bottom line. It goes up and down, upwards. All you need to know is what is the potential in the future for your money. And I can explain that best if you would understand the power of compounding. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the 8th wonder of the world. This is not a company document. This is simply a mathematical document showing you what would happen if we got these results. Let's talk about small money. Let's say you put in $1,000 to your broker, or £1,000, €1,000. Doesn't matter what currency you're using. It's just 1,000. If the company achieved 2% on a monthly basis, after 1 year, you would have earned 26.8% in the year. So if the products only achieved 2%, 2% a year means your 1,000 turns into 1,268. Now that's the same. Imagine a guy put in $1 million. He would have 1,268,000. He would have made 268,000 without getting out of bed. So it's all relative. The more you put in, the more you can benefit from with this particular product. 2% a month is spectacular. 2 times 12 is 24. But what happens in compounding, it's not just 2%. It compounds the first month and the second and the third and the fourth. And the net result, 2%, works out at 26.8% in a year. After 10 years, your 1,000 would be worth £10,765 or $65 or 65 euro. So if somebody came into you today and said, listen, give me £10 and I'll give you £100, how is that possible? That's how it's possible, getting 2% a month compounded. Now, let's say some of our products hit 4%. And I did illustrate to you just past there in a few slides ago. We have products hitting 4%, 4.8%. We have products hitting 8.5%. We have products doing different figures. So let's say the average worked out at 4%. If you got 4% every month for just 1 year, your 1,000 would turn into 1,600, or 10,000 would turn into 16,000. Isn't that incredible? Imagine turning 10,000 into 16,000. Quite easy. You just need 4% a month, and that will give you 60% a year. If you put in 100,000 at 4% a month, you will have 160,000 in 1 year. That's like buying a property for 100,000, selling it at the end of the year for 160,000. Well, here you don't need the property. It's incredible how 4% pays. After 10 years, your 1,000 at 4% every month would turn into 110,000. Guys, that is what compounding is. Let's say you were lucky enough to achieve 6%. Again, this is a hypothetical example. Imagine we got 6% every month. The effect of 6% means your money doubles every year. If you had 1,000 and you got 6% a month, it would end up at 2,000 at the end of the year. 10,000 would be 20,000. If you put in 100,000, you would get 200,000 at the end of 1 year if we achieve 6%. Of course, if money doubles, what happens is it becomes 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, 32,000. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this. 1,000 at 6% in 5 years from now is over 32,000. You could buy a brand new car for 32,000, but it only cost you 1,000 5 years ago. If you put that into the program, and if you're lucky enough to achieve that 6%. Of course, if you let it grow, it becomes 60,000, 135,000, $250,000, $500,000. 10 years, it is a fact that 1,000 at 6% becomes $1,088,187. Now, this is what the banks are doing. This is what the big businesses are doing. This is what the shops are doing. They're using their money to work for them. They have their money working in the markets. They're buying currencies. They're trading money for money. Gold for gold, silver for gold, silver for silver. They're trading euro for dollar, dollar for pound, pounds for yen. We only trade the 8 top major currencies, and it is spectacular. Let me show you how this compounding works. If you deposited £1,000 or $1,000 or €1,000, depending where you're listening in from, to your broker, and if this company hypothetically achieved 6% in the first month, you would have 1,060 after the first month. But in the second month, you're now compounding 1,060, not just 1,000. So the profit comes from the 1,000 and the 60, giving you 1,123. The next month it grows and grows and grows and grows, and the effects of 1,000 at 6% after 12 months gives you that 2,000. If you are not considering introducing anybody to this fabulous idea, I suggest you start with a minimum of 2,500, and that way you will have absolutely no fees if we can achieve this 6% for you. 2,500 at 6% turns into 5,000 the first year, 10,000 the second year, 20,000 the third year, 40,000, 80,000. Guys, people will be paying off their mortgages. People will be moving to new homes. People will be taking holiday homes abroad. The pain and burden of hard work will relieve itself from you if you can find a company and a suite of products that can get your money working for you. Now, we can't guarantee you any of these figures. All we can show you is what's happened in the past. And if you give it time and you trust the system, what I suggest you do, you try 1 or 2 of our products, maybe one that's averaging 2 to 4%, maybe go for a more aggressive one that's doing between 6 and 8. And the strategy might be that the net result of your investment hedges in or around that 6%. Wouldn't that be fantastic? In other words, £2,500 in 10 years from now would be 2.7 million if you compounded at 6% a month. Ladies and gentlemen, if we do half of the numbers on the screen, you will be delighted you spent a few minutes with us on this very exciting presentation. Let me show you how it works. The first thing we need to do is we need to subscribe to Wealth Generators. These guys do the trades. These guys have the programs, the softwares, the algorithms to make your money grow. To set up the all-in pack, which gives you access to all our packages, is only $259. Ladies and gentlemen, that is exceptional. That gives you access to the multiplier, the simplifier, the accelerator, the algorithm, the equity pack, all of our products wrapped into one all-in package just for $259. It now means that every family in the country can afford to get their money working for them. If you were trying to buy a property, you might need $80,000 to put a deposit on it. Ladies and gentlemen, you could start this business today. It's only $259. And let me tell you this, that includes paying our staff, paying our technology experts, paying our traders to make your account work for you. You supply the money, they supply the time and effort. Now, this also includes the first month's trades, so it allows our experts to go to work and get your money to grow. On a monthly basis, it's going to cost you for a single product just $149. But if you want all of our products, and it gives you the ability to use them at any time you want, it's $199 a month. Now, guys, $199 a month is $50 a week. For those of you listening in from the United Kingdom, that's about £40 a week. How good is that? For £40 a week, you can have your money grow. But in fact, I'm going to show you in a moment that you can actually qualify to get this whole product for free. The next thing you need to do is you need to open a broker account. If you're from the United States, you've got to use forex.com. You can't use any of our UK brokers. If you're from the international markets, then you can use, for instance, Alpha Capital Markets, FX Primus. These companies are based in London. Some are based in Europe. Some are based offshore. Some are based in the United States. We have a range of brokers that look after your money in a very safe and regulated environment. You can fund this by debit card. You can fund this by credit card. You can fund this by bank transfer. It's exceptional, guys. Your money is safe with your broker, and then you hire the traders. You get the expert to make your money grow. You can watch the results of their efforts every single day, 5.5 days a week. You can watch the results on the computer. You can see them on your phone. If you want to watch what these guys are doing, if you want to see them growing your money, you can take a look at that every single day. Now, this also comes with a triple risk-free guarantee. Now, what is a triple risk-free guarantee? Very, very simple. Here's the guarantee. This is very, very important. If you try this for, say, 6 months, and if after 6 months these guys get it wrong, let's say things don't work out the way it has in the past, and let's say they lose £100 or $100 or $50 or $1 or all of your money, doesn't matter. If they lose any of your money after 6 months, these guys will give you 3 times your subscription fee back. In other words, let's say you put $1,000 into your broker and they lost $100 of your money. This company will pay you $3,599 back. Let's say you put in $1,000 and they lost all of your money. They will pay you $3,599 back. Guys, it's an exceptional guarantee. In fact, this company have been such good results that they don't even feel threatened by the guarantee because the results are that great. We don't expect you to call on this, but it gives you comfort. It gives you confidence in trying our wonderful product. Guys, this is exceptional. Here's the good news. You don't have to understand what Forex is. You don't have to understand what trading is. You stand back and let the expert do it for you. You can pay for this service, or you can qualify to have this service for free. That's up to you. You could do it passively and tell nobody. You will make money when you sleep. You don't have to tell anybody about that. If you wish to tell a few people about it, well, then there are some extra benefits. So here's my question. How is your retirement fund looking at the minute? How's your pension plan? If you were to stop work now, tell me this, how long could you survive without government assistance, without benefits? What have you saved to date? What investment you have working for you? Do you need a retirement fund now or in the future? If the answer is yes, we've got a product for you. Tell me this, do you have kids or grandkids that you'd love to give them the best university or college education possible? We would love our kids to get the best possible education. Unfortunately, the education system today is putting kids in debt. They're coming out of college 3 years from university. They're into 30,000 of debt. They're starting their working life with no guarantee of a job and 30,000 of debt, which is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to save for that, if you have young kids or grandkids or kids at secondary school, you need to start saving now. Well, there's no better way to do that than with this particular company. Why? Because they can make your money grow in the next 3, 5, 10 years so that the fund is available to put your kids through school. What about those of us in debt? Anybody want to settle some debts? Do you want to pay off the mortgage? Would you like a home in another country, maybe somewhere warmer, maybe a better climate? Would you like to get rid of any loan or debt? Ladies and gentlemen, you need to start paying yourself today. You need to start working today with the project, get your money working for you so that it can pay off that mortgage, that can put you in a better financial position in the next 3, 5, 10 years. Guys, that's what this is about. How would it feel? How would you feel that you could go down to any garage in your country, any car dealer, and pick that favorite car and pay for it cash? How would that feel? Is it possible? Many people now take finance on their vehicles. But with our products, in 3 years or 5 years, depending what you start with, you would have enough accumulated to go down and drive away in that wonderful car. This is a vehicle that could give you the things you want. Do you have any hopes or aspirations for financial freedom? Think about that. Or are you happy just to let things go the way they were last year and the year before and the year before? Who on this call would like to move home? What about do some home improvements? What about, as I said, a nicer climate? Wouldn't it be nice to have a home for every season? Yeah? Wouldn't it be fantastic to maybe have one home where you live here and maybe 3 homes abroad? This is all possible when you get your money working for you. Who would like to leave a legacy for your spouse or for your partner or for your kids or family or for your future generations? If it was possible to turn 1,000 into 1,000,000, and it is possible if you get 6% a month, it is possible to turn 1,000 into 1,000,000, to turn 2,000 into 2,000,000, to turn 10,000 into 10 million, if you can get a product that does 6% a month. Guys, this is on the table. We can get somewhere between 0 and 10% a month with our products. It's incredible. Who would like to travel more and see the world? These are, all of these are available, or any of them are available if you want them. What I suggest you do is, please don't waste time. Request your subscription, open your trading account. It's totally free to do that. Get back to the person that shared this with you and get registered today. Don't do it tomorrow, do it today. It's quite easy, it's very easy, everybody can afford it, and you will start making money as soon as you get your funds into your trading account. So that's our presentation over. I just want to say that we do have a thank you bonus. If you can find us 2 or 3 customers, what happens is this company will pay you the subscription fee. In other words, you don't have to pay that $199. It's covered if you can find us 2 or 3 customers. If you don't want to pay in month 2, you need 3 customers. If you don't want to pay in month 3, you only need 2 customers. It's very, very simple. Find us 2 or 3 customers and your subscription is covered. Ladies and gentlemen, this thank you bonus is operated by many, many companies that you know of. Apple have an affiliate program where they pay you money for showing people Apple products. If you go to Apple's website, apple.com/affiliate, they have their own affiliate program, and the benefit is they will pay you a thank you bonus. If you send people to their website, you can make money. Amazon have the same thing. They call it the affiliate program with Amazon. This is one of the biggest companies in the world. They're doing it as well. If you can send people to Amazon and these customers buy some products from Amazon, you can get up to 10% off their purchase. Amazon are doing it. Sky TV do it as well. Sky TV will pay you £140 $200 if you can sign someone up to Sky Digital TV and broadband service. You can go to their website, you can register as affiliate, and you will make money for promoting Sky TV, Apple, Amazon, eBay, Tesco do it as well. Yes, that shop down the street, Tesco affiliate program. Start earning money today by joining the Tesco affiliate program. There are no limits on what you can earn with Tesco. Isn't that amazing? So don't be shy, don't be afraid to share this wealth generators with other people. Tesco are doing it, eBay are doing it, Amazon are doing it, Apple are doing it, and so are wealth generators. If you find them a couple of customers, they will pay you, and they will pay you very, very well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our presentation over. If you want to be passive and just have your money grow, we have a product for you. If you want to be active, then I suggest you listen to our next presentation and find out how you can build a very, very serious business with wealth generators. And we're going to do that in the next 5 minutes. We're going to show you the next video, which is fantastic. Thank you for joining us, and I wish you every success. Please do get back to the person that shared this with you. Do get your questions answered and get started immediately.